Christmas is getting monotonous, boys.
It happens every spring.
I'm really going to enjoy this.
Premiering Monday, April 2nd, 9 p.m. Eastern on AMC.
Film that catapulted Rudolph Valentino to stardom, The Sheik, an American movie classic silent film premiering Monday, April 9th.
I got a reputation for being a dangerous man.
He made men burn with anger.
Flame follows that man around like a dog.
He's a ball burner.
And women burn with passion.
I gave up on you the first time I ever looked into those cold blue eyes.
You got the color right.
Paul Newman, Joanne Woodward, Lee Remick, Orson Welles in the American movie classic, The Long Hot Summer. Premiering Tuesday, April 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Next on American Movie Classics, Dorothy McGuire, Louis Jourdan, and Rossano Brazzi star in a romantic story of true love amidst the splendor of Rome. 3 Coins in the Fountain. Next on American Movie Classics.
Love is in the air on AMC's Romance Classics. Rediscover the excitement, the passion, and the power as Hollywood's most celebrated lovers steal your heart with each weekly double feature. Get ready for a little love in the afternoon. Sundays on American Movie Classics. This week on Romance Classics, watch Tony Randall and Joanne Woodward in No Down Payment and Joan Fontaine in From This Day Forward. That's Sunday, April 1st, beginning at 1 on Romance Classics.
When will you come back from Madrid?
When I'm the greatest hero in the world.
One woman's devotion
Well, how do I look?
Like a king.
becomes another woman's conquest.
Piero Gallardo, is anything I can offer you?
Yes. My husband.
Rita Hayworth, Tyrone Power, and Linda Darnell in the passionate and romantic classic Blood and Sand. Premiering April 9th at 9 p.m. on American Movie Classics. April is National Cable Month, and American Movie Classics is celebrating with great movies, exclusive interviews, and an exciting world premiere. Spring into the ring when AMC presents the powerhouse special, Knockout, Hollywood's love affair with boxing. It's an AMC exclusive exploring the power and glory of Hollywood's greatest fight films. There's a new season ahead for favorite movies like The Sheik, the film that catapulted Rudolph Valentino to stardom, and the majestic Easter Spectacular.
He's right, sire. He must be right. The Robe was bewitched. Let me find it, sire. Destroy it, as he says.
The Robe, starring Richard Burton, Gene Simmons, and Victor Mature. Love is in full bloom.
Why are you taking this course? In other words, just what are you after?
Newspaperman Clark Gable goes back to school.
I don't like eggheads. I don't like colleges. I can't even stand the smell of chalk.
Doris Day is the apple of his eye in Teacher's Pet. The sultry South is the setting.
You two country girls?
Country? Our little town's the most nowhere place in the whole state of Mississippi.
And drifter Paul Newman is the stranger in town. Orson Welles, Joanne Woodward, and Lee Remick endure the long, hot summer. Spring fever runs rampant throughout National Cable Month.
Isn't it wonderful?
Cary Grant and Marilyn Monroe get an unexpected taste of youth in Monkey Business. And Ray Milland strikes it rich with his uproarious potion for romance in It Happens Every Spring. In April, take a look back at the life and career of American movie legend Gary Cooper. Plus, in honor of Earth Day, AMC is showing 2 thought-provoking films, Elia Kazan's rousing drama, Wild River, and John Huston's African crusade, The Roots of Heaven.
What's going on here?
Spring is in the air this National Cable Month, all through April on American Movie Classics.
Hollywood Academy Awards and the producer of Love is a Many-Splendored Thing, Buddy Adler is among those for whom the occasion will be a night of nights. For the ceremonies are hardly underway when Susan Hayward reveals that Mr. Adler's production is a multiple contender.
For the best costume design in a color production, Charles Lemaire, Love is a Many-Splendored Thing. I'm so happy.
I am too.
A well-earned tribute for the Jennifer Jones William Holden vehicle, but Frank Sinatra has still more evidence of its inherent greatness.
For the best music score of a dramatic or comedy picture. May I have the envelope?
Certainly. I see no reason why you shouldn't have it.
Love is a Many-Splendored Thing. Alfred Newman.
I'm very grateful to everybody. Thank you.
It's a night of triumph for Love is a Many-Splendored Thing when Maurice Chevalier says its song, too, is a winner.
I would just like to thank Buddy Adler for helping to make this possible.
And now, Marisa Pavan announces a winner close to our hearts.
Survival City, Edmund Reed.
Survival City is a Movietone News short subject, and that's our Arthur DeTitta receiving.
On behalf of Eddie Reek and the staff, thank you very much.
The award for the best male performance is divulged by Grace Kelly.
The winner is Ernest Borgnine in Marty.
A princess to be and the immortal meat chopper of Marty in a real-life drama that thrills the world. Followed by another slice of high drama when Miss Pavan accepts the Best Actress Award for Anna Magnani in The Rose Tattoo from MC Jerry Lewis.
Oh, so happy.
I know you are. I know you are.
Oh, and I wish you could be here. She would be so happy, too, and so moved.
Yes.
I've prepared a speech. I don't know. I can't remember a word.
Dean has the same trouble.
You're watching American Movie Classics. The Academy Award-winning silent classic, Wings, premiering Monday, March 26th at 8 Eastern, only on American Movie Classics.
I'm not trying to be a hero. If you think I like this, you're crazy.
He won the hearts of audiences worldwide.
I didn't mean to carry on like that.
He represented the American ideal.
If fighting to correct injustice is being a bad soldier, then I'm glad I'm a bad soldier.
He is Gary Cooper, from cowboy stuntman to Oscar-winning movie star. Meet a true American movie legend. Gary Cooper, premiering April 1st at 7:30 p.m. on American Movie Classics.
Listen, you told me there was money in the fight game. You take me on and I'll make plenty for both.
Explore the power and glory of Hollywood's greatest fight films in this made-for-AMC exclusive original program. It's fast and furious as Hollywood's heavyweights De Niro, Stallone, and more go round for round in AMC's exclusive Knockout, Hollywood's love affair with boxing, premiering Thursday, April 26th on American Movie Classics.
Remember those classic days when movies and glamour went hand in hand? Those were the days of Movie Star magazines, when we got to look behind the scenes and share the magic of Hollywood. Well, month after month, American Movie Classics brings those days back to life in the pages of American Movie Classics magazine, the magazine of classic Hollywood. And now it's available to you during this special offer. Each monthly issue of American Movie Classics magazine takes you back to the days of classic Hollywood with colorful photos, revealing trivia, and fascinating features. From fact to fantasy, from rumors to reality, American Movie Classics magazine brings you profiles of the stars, the image makers, the lifestyles, and the movie milestones. And that's not all. Each issue spotlights the classic films and fabulous festivals on American Movie Classics. Plus, it includes complete schedules and movie descriptions of all upcoming features on American Movie Classics. American Movie Classics magazine. It's the magazine of classic Hollywood. You can't get it on newsstands. It's available only through this special offer, delivered right to your door. Here's how to order. Send your check or money order for only $11.95 for a one-year subscription to American Movie Classics magazine. Post Office Box 2065, Marion, Ohio 43305. Or call 1-800-535-7700 to order with your Visa or MasterCard. So order the magazine that classic movie lovers love. Order American Movie Classics magazine today.
Stay tuned for our next feature, but first, American Movie Classics presents a conversation with screen legend Alice Faye.
Lillian Russell was very important in my career. The film, it was the kind of thing I really wanted to do at that time and hoped that I would continue on doing. The script was great. The director was great, Irving Cummings. Working with Edward Arnold and Henry Fonda was something, you know, different for me, and it was very important, very important. The costumes were glorious. It was very ladylike, very elegant, and a big step in my career. While I was making That Night in Rio, I was just fascinated with Carmen Miranda. I guess she was just the greatest thing that ever happened to me. She came out of the blue. There she was. She had one blue eye and one green eye, if you can imagine that. She was a little bit of a thing, wore great big high heels, as you all know, and a great big hat with the bananas and all of that. And she was just the most fascinating woman I'd ever met in my life. She could talk faster than anybody I'd ever heard, and dance and sing, and she hit that studio and brought it back to life. It was really something. We were all in awe of her. And the color was superb. The color was beautiful. The costumes were gorgeous. It was a big thrill. It was a big lift. A lot of fun doing. Little old New York. That was a wonderful, wonderful picture. And there again, my favorite director, one of my favorite directors, Henry King, directed that. And Fred MacMurray. Here we were together in a film when we were about 16 years old, 15, 16 years old in New York. I was in George White's Scandals. I was in the chorus. And Fred MacMurray was in the show Roberta with Bob Hope. And he played saxophone on the stage. They had a little trio that ran through the show. And Fred and I were friends in New York. And as a matter of fact, we used to walk to work and walk home from work at night. And I'll never forget when I was a real young gal in New York. And what a sweetheart Fred MacMurray is. And what a thrill. Imagine the two of us winding up in films together. It's unbelievable. I love the picture. I love the song, You Can't Have Everything. You know, it has a good message. You can't have everything. Be satisfied with the little you may get. You can't have everything. Don't envy neighbors and the fortunes that they get. Live and laugh and listen. Don't be greedy. Help the needy. And you gotta get lucky, yes indeedy. Couldn't tell you what key that is. Adolphe Menjou was playing in Sing Baby Sing. I guess it was the John Barrymore role, and he was a very dapper man, and he dressed beautifully. His clothes were so elegant. Well, in those days, I mean, if you paid $60, $70 for a pair of shoes, that was unheard of. Today, it's nothing. But in those days, if you paid that kind of money for shoes, well, this man wore these fantastic clothes. And the Ritz brothers were absolutely mad. The three of them were out of their minds. And all they did all day long was run around trying to do something funny on the set. Well, this time they thought they would... Mr. Menjou was asleep in his chair on the set, and they thought they would give him a hot foot. Now, I don't know if you know what a hot foot is, but it hurts. And you take a match and stick it in the sole of their shoe, and of course they have to be asleep or ore, because you certainly feel it. And then they light that tip and off it goes, and so do the shoes. Well, it caused quite a stir. Mr. Monju made them pay for the shoes, and of course he never spoke to them again, but they went on the next day and found something else to do. Didn't bother them at all.
You're watching American Movie Classics.
You know how to whistle, don't you, Steve?
Well, he said, Bogart will never marry you. It'd take you to, forget it. He's going to stay where he is. And I said to Bogey, he says she'll never marry me.
Join Professor Richard Brown for an intimate conversation with motion picture legend Lauren Bacall in an exclusive new AMC series.
Actors are generally insecure.
Reflections on the silver screen.
Monday on American Movie Classics.
You were the only girl I ever liked a whole lot. But ever since you went old enough to know, you never looked at me once without saying somewhere in the back of your head, he's Kiowa.
Hailed as one of his best films, Elvis Presley is an Indian half-breed forced to wage war against his own father and brother.
We already had one fight. The first one we ever had in our lives. I won't lose this one.
Barbara Eden, Dolores Del Rio, and John McIntyre co-star. Flaming Star. Tuesday on American Movie Classics.
I think it's just delicate to have an imagination. I just have no imagination at all.
His was a hot summer night's dream, and she was just the girl to make it a sizzling reality.
He wouldn't be lying on the floor in the middle of the night in some man's apartment drinking champagne if he wasn't married.
That's a very interesting line of reasoning.
It's Marilyn Monroe's steamiest performance in The 7-Year Itch. Friday on American Movie Classics.
Ah, spring. What a young man's fancy turns to chemistry. And when Ray Milan discovers a formula for strikeouts...
Wow! What kind of a ball was that?
You've got the ingredients for a surefire hit.
He's done it. He's done it. He's such a no-hit, no-run game.
This is getting monotonous, boys.
It happens every spring.
I'm really going to enjoy this.
Premiering Monday, April 2nd, 9 p.m. Eastern on AMC. The fall of the Roman Empire.
A curse on you! A curse on your empire!
The birth of Christianity.
They say he's the Son of God.
The power of the Robe.
Was it really bewitched?
In a way, it changed my life. In time, it will change the world.
Richard Burton in his first starring role. Gene Simmons and Victor Mature co-star in the biblical epic, The Robe. Premiering Sunday, April 15th, 5:30 Eastern on AMC.
Hello, I'm Douglas Fairbanks, Jr., and this is American Movie Classics.